Preparations have been made. Your plan was cunning, but now the enemy has arrived. The leading contingent of some of the bug creatures, the red sand carapace with sharp pincers and claws, have reached Fane, Esmond, Typhon. There have been explosions of fire. Casey flying in across the mountains from the north. Arrows flying. There are already some slain bugs with green blood all over the ground on the northern side of the map. Salinger, there's chaos all around you. Bursts of magic. Wait, no, you were expecting this. You're prepared for an attack. This is where you chose to hold your ground. Oh no, I didn't actually put you on the map. 1 second.
This is where you chose to hold your ground in non-existence.
It's a good choice.
Hiding between planes. In the weft of the weave.
He's gonna wait to see which way the wind is blowing before he picks a side.
What if he's in the warp and not the weft?
You're just gonna drop screen printing terminology up in here like that.
Hey,
One is
Sal.
stretchy and one is not stretchy, so you have to decide which one is bad.
Oh yeah, I don't know any of that all. I'm just gonna use it incorrectly again and again, and it'll drive textile heads mad.
I pretty much exhausted what I knew.
Salinger, roll initiative, please.
Based on the topic at hand, I'm gonna call this my mesh count.
Mhm.
Where am I so I can click on myself? A paltry 21.
Alright, so we are almost at the bottom of the order, so you should be going pretty soon. So I'll give you a little bit of refresher if you have questions when your turn starts. However, the first creature to act is going to be... Oh, actually, Salinger, you can have... Are there any preparation spells you want to cast on yourself? Or do you want to be in a state of rage or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Most of them are reactive.
Are you bloodied?
What? Am I? Have we not rested since the last time?
You have not rested.
We had the flight through the Feywild and arrived, and then that's it.
Salinger was in the previous fight with the bugs, though.
Oh,
Yeah. I should be bloodied. It looks like my current hit points aren't in there. I was like 1 or 2 points above it. I was at 70 something. Let me look back at my notes real quick.
Okay, yeah. On my screen, it's showing you... Oh wait, all your hit points just vanished. On my screen, it was showing your maximum.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. I saw the red dot, which means that I was bloodied, but there's nothing in my current hit points box, so I'm not sure what happened there. But I remember getting hit pretty hard. I can scroll through the chat real quick and figure it out.
Do you want me to set it to what I just saw it as? Because I could see it.
Yes, please.
Did that update for you?
Yeah, that's the one. I knew it was around that number.
Okay, cool.
So that would be bloody.
Okay. Yeah, so I wasn't sure if the character was okay. Okay. On the upper side of the field, red sand stinger, its wings buzzing against the cold air, comes swooping down, going for the largest target. Just gonna. Beth, assuming that a 28 would potentially hit you, you see that insect comes swinging, flying down at you. Unless something's going to change that, you're looking at a base of 21 magical piercing and 23 magical poison damage.
Okay, 1 second. I think I might have something against poison. I have resistant to poison, so I would take half of whatever poison damage you would roll.
Yeah, so 21 magical piercing plus 11 magical poison.
And let's see. I am currently resistant to piercing. Or slashing? Wait. Hold on, I'm way scrolled up in this chat. Looking at the wrong thing. Okay. Piercing and poison. Yeah, I am resistant to both right now.
Awesome. Just as a reminder to me, what is giving you the resistance to piercing damage?
I activated the hill rune at the beginning of this fight, which lasts a minute.
Awesome. Okay. Nice job. The creature coming in, getting a sting in, goes flying right past you. Reveals one of their abilities. I don't know if you guys already saw this one. So it's going to try to keep moving. If you have Sentinel, you can make an attack. It just won't stop it. Lower down the mountain, another one of those red sand stingers comes flying in.
Oh yeah, Chris, while you're doing this, did you? Maybe we can't do it this battle, but could we use the points to change initiative order or increase or?
I don't think I'm going to create another mechanic for that, but what you can do is use your points to reroll your initiative. So if you didn't like the number that you got, you can do a reroll of it, and that might get you something that you prefer.
Can you choose between them?
Yeah, the nature of those kind of
Okay.
points is you get to choose the roll that you want.
Okay.
Usually it makes sense to pick the higher, but in this case you might want to pick the lower.
Okay.
Okay, that creature goes flying across the battlefield, maneuvering over onto the eastern, the left side of the field. Because I think directions are weird. You guys are turned sideways. You hear the buzzing of wings as another creature goes flying in. Comes swooping in behind enemy lines, going right for a right now. Under the assumption that a 29 would hit you, you're looking at. Yeah, for
Most definitely hits. Oh, good. Everyone will get hit, but she is deeply relieved and uses a reaction to burn that fucking fly.
Let me ask one question. Didn't you cast Mirror Image on yourself?
I did.
All right.
Gosh, thank you. I forgot. I was like, I know I had like a state up mirror image. Let me read through the thingy. It's fresh.
Is it 6, 8, 11? Do you guys remember?
I believe it's you have to roll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a d20, and I have to roll 6 or higher, and you attack the duplicate.
Yes.
Yay! You attack a duplicate, and that
what do
means
people
it goes away, right?
Yeah, so one of them vanishes. What do people see as this insect comes flying in and stings your duplicate?
There's like this immense sense of relief that washes over her that they finally attacked her, because she was a little bit worried that possibly that they wouldn't, and it was for some nefarious reason. So all of her duplicates look just like this sense of, oh, thank goodness, and one of them from existence.
Yeah, so as your duplicate vanishes, roll a disadvantaged insight check.
A 20?
Ooh. Yeah. I'm going to send you a message as that duplicate vanishes. In your turn.
I'm gonna school my face to not reveal any secrets.
Quick. Everyone read Araya's poker face.
I have a terrible poker face.
Oh, it's bad, guys.
So I'm just gonna, like, sip my drink.
Just to the left of Casey, another one of those flying insects comes veering around. Goes right at him. Under the assumption that a 28 hits you, you're looking at 15, magical piercing 20.
Yeah, the two flying Caseys shift to the side. And as they do, the hilt of the greatsword on his back gets caught on one of the rocks by the edge of the mountain, and and the stinger comes into his shoulder, striking the true Casey, not the duplicate. And I will have her use my reaction to half that damage, I think. 1 second, I'll post that.
Uncanny dodge.
Yeah, Casey scowls over his shoulder at the kind of like almost fully sideways now great sword on his back.
Salinger, it's your turn. You can see in front of you to the right side They are a swarm of large Carapace creatures like you fought before, swarming down the hill into that ravine, coming straight at you and your friends. 2 of them are glowing with a slight golden light that you're familiar with. Sea creatures seem to have been hit by a guiding bolt.
And guiding bolt gives us an advantage to hit them?
Yeah, the next attack against them is advantaged.
Okay, that sounds fun. So he's just gonna rush towards the nearest glowy bug in the golden light. Hammer held back as he sprints towards it, and will swing it from the ground up. Using a bonus action. That's just the D8 if I hit. So is a 23 hit?
You have advantage on the attack.
Oh yeah. See if I get a crit. We just talked about that. Yeah, the first one's better. So 16 bludgeoning damage, striking up from the ground, and 2 force damage.
Greenish blood splashes across the snow from the creature's cracked carapace. You have bloodied.
Gotcha. Using that momentum, he's gonna pivot, swing, and come back down at an arc onto its right side. The second attack. Take the 25.
That'll definitely hit.
So 11 more bludgeoning damage.
Plus 6 bloodied for 17.
Does he get advantage on the second strike?
Oh, I'll just say it's reckless since I already did it. So they'll have advantage against me.
Okay. Alright. More greenish, almost luminous blood splashes into the snow. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it. Just rests the hammer in his hands, holding it forward at a parallel angle to the ground, waiting for it to come back at him.
If I remember correctly, the ones that I marked in pink have the effect of Esmond's spell, where they can do movement, action, bonus action, but only one. Is that correct?
Correct, and they do not have reactions until the end of their turn.
Oh, no, he can't? Aha, nice. Yeah, you see one of the creatures skittering across the rocks. It would have dashed to try to reach Peach, but it's hindered by Esmond's magic. Speaking of Esmond, you're up. Next player will be Shalom.
Yeah, remind me. In the previous fight, it was after Esmond had slain a creature with the sword that he got some weird vision, correct?
Yeah, that's true.
I can't. The setup is too good right now. Esmond is going to step to the north a little bit and holding the opal in the hilt of the sword towards the insect creatures. He's going to tap it and pull a thread of pure magic, shaping an ornate circle in the air, and tosses it aside. I'm casting Ice Knife at the middle bug here at 4th level.
And
so this will be the first to attack. So, 16 is going to miss. That is fine. That creature and the 2 other creatures to the sides of it, within 5 feet of it, must make DC 18 Dex saves.
Alright, what you learn in this is these creatures are disadvantaged on saving throws involving cold.
Okay.
I told you that they took the invasion of the water priestesses from here as an invasion.
I had a theory, and my theory played out. I'm very happy with myself right now.
So left, right, top, down. All 3 of them make the saving throw, or just the 2?
All 3 of them. It's described as hit or miss. The shard explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a Dex save.
Okay. Going left or right.
Okay.
I think that's 2 failures.
Yes, so they will take it's not a ton of damage. That's all the cold damage. So they're going to take these are unfortunate rolls. We can't use destiny points to reroll damage, can we?
Yeah, you can. It's 2 points though. Same as 3.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, if I could, I would like to reroll my damage roll for this if possible.
Yeah, there's 2 destiny points, and you can reroll the damage. You can choose which one to keep.
Yeah, we'll take the 17 cold damage to the 2 that failed, and I think the one that succeeds takes no damage.
Alright, as the shards of ice burst out from the center creature, tell me a story as you kill the one on the lower.
Oh yeah, I think what happens is as while the shard misses, it still erupts and icicles splinter off and into some of the previous sections that had been cut and cleaved due to from Fane and Salinger. Some of them just pierce into those cuts and just drive deeper, and not fully impaling, but definitely like impacting the side of the carapace, so that like it dents where it's stopping in its body.
Anything else on your turn?
Yes. We will try. You know what? It worked before. I think this is within range. Yeah, that's within 30 feet. Esmond is going to turn and looking at the insect creature that was going after Pete. That guy up there. He's going to turn and his eyes are going to flash silver for a moment, and I'm going to try and use Chronal Shift on this thing. It needs to make a DC 18 Wisdom save.
Save.
There's no effect then.
See a slight distortion, perhaps, of the air, but.
And that'll be my turn.
Farther up the hill, there's a buzzing tonal shift of the creature's wings, and one of the creatures that was facing off against Kabeth breaks away and heads after Casey. Uses a cunning action in order to reach Casey. Swooping in with a strike. Currently looking at a natural 20.
One sec.
Was that D20 roll for your mirror image?
Yeah.
Is it within 60 feet of me?
Within 60 feet, my check.
Does your rogue mist work for your mirror?
Just barely within 60 feet.
Okay, you're gonna have to re-roll that. Hold on. Okay, so I am using my runic shield to make you re-roll just the d20, and you have to use the new roll.
The attack's D20?
Yes.
Okay. What does it look like? As like we should like tell like what's this? What do people see when this ability happens? I don't think we've seen you use this before.
It's because I forgot that I had it. I have to like restudy my sheet every because I'm like, there's like 50 different things I can do. Which one can I use? Yeah. Okay. So, Kabeth has recently killed that thing behind her, and she turns around and sees this creature attempting to attack Casey, and as she sees this happen, she is filled with this overwhelming urge to protect her friend, and all three of the runes on her body, her necklace and both of her like little bracelets, glow at the same time. And Casey, you briefly see like this like, it's not like a solid wall, but like the glittering image of like heat, hot metal like flashes before your face as something kind of intercepts this attack, and hopefully your roll will be less.
Right. Yeah, I think as I had you describe all of that, I'm just going to say it works. So I attack this.
Okay. I'll take it.
Yeah, so there's a spark of the creature trying to strike you. But you are protected by a force you haven't seen before.
Casey, kind of peeks over at Kabeth and grins a bit at her, but glances back and forth at the two bugs and then over his shoulder once more and just like,
Oh. Yeah. No, you're good. All right. Albrecht just moves a little bit to the north. Swings around with an arrow knocked, fires to that creature just to the right of. Oh, natural 20. A terrible second roll.
I only have one reaction. Sorry, folks.
no, this is our guy.
An arrow sinks into the flying insect. It spins around in the air and he knocks another arrow and fires.
It was funny when a non-crit roll because there's higher damage than the crit.
It feels really good.
Alright, the creature's bloodied. You see some glowing, luminescent green blood splash out into the snow. Bane calls out, "They're getting around behind us! Watch out!" And he's going to move forward in front of Typhon. Moving over the corpse of the insect there. And he's going to swing his hatchet. Oh, with a 20, his hatchet sparks off of the carapace. Doesn't have any effect. Actually, he doesn't have to step over the thing. He's hovering in the air. Nope, 20 does not hit these creatures.
These guys have tough shells.
With his bonus action, he spins, still hovering in the air, coming in with a shield bash. 23 does hit. 12 bludgeoning. Green blood splatters out into the snow. Sorry, you're not so tough. Ishtalon, you're up, and then it'll be Casey.
Ishtalon glances over at Casey as he gets surrounded or boxed in by two of them. But Mr. Brow, he doesn't seem to be bleeding. He's not bloody, right?
Correct.
Okay. So she turns back to the opposite side and draws her bow, knocks it, and fires toward the one that is hovering by Araya. So she should have advantage since she is hidden. So she'll do sharpshooter on this.
I will say after this attack, you'll probably have exhausted the ability to hide in that location.
As in this specific tree, or?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like this hilltop kind of thing.
Okay. So that is a natural 20 for 20 piercing.
Very nice. Arrow strikes the creature, staggers it, and then it's battle with it.
And then she's going to shoot again. Yeah, I think I'll still keep sharpshooter. That was probably a bad call. Well, actually, I guess it wouldn't have hit anyway. So, oh, it rolled a 2, actually.
Ooh.
I think, yeah, I will, an instant before she loses, something, a branch in the wind hits her arm, and then she has to take a moment to readjust and center again. So she uses a cunning recovery, and we'll re-roll that. So that's the 17.
A 17 hits the creature.
Or 19 piercing. Not much less than the crit.
Does
You
the crit
see-
math not auto double stuff?
It does.
it
I just
re-
rolled
it re-
terribly.
Well, it re-rolls the die. It doesn't just double the number. Yeah. Green blood splatters out into the snow. Creature's badly hurt.
And she is going to hop down and scoot over to... How much does she have right now? Would I be... So this entire ridge, essentially, is exhausted, as it were.
Yeah, just kind of this ridge top up here, kind of where that little cluster of trees, and just because you've fired out from it twice.
Yeah. Is there a space here? This is not blocked from line of sight of this guy?
Yeah, you'd be peeking around the corner, but you could see him.
I mean, I meant more, am I hidden from that insect's line of sight? If
Oh, right
duck
there?
back in.
You probably have to go one more to be hidden.
Euclidean math is not kind to me.
Actually, we'll say that's pretty close. You could, like, press up against the wall. That'd probably work.
Okay. Thank you. So she will go over there, and then she's going to use her bonus to hide again. Mostly from this guy. If she might be exposed to someone else, but...
Sure.
And that's it for me.
Casey, you're up.
Casey raises an eyebrow as Echelon turns away and moves in the opposite direction, and stingers are coming in at him. He glances over to his duplicate, who is glancing away from him, same direction Casey is, and he twirls in the air gracefully until, bang, clangs the sword hilt onto another rock, and he scowls and says a word low in Ignan. Anyone nearby would understand it's a pretty bad cuss word. And he reaches back, trying to grab the sword, knocks the leaf off of his back, says the word again, and pulls on a hilt. He grabs onto a sword, pulls it out, but it's not the great sword. He pulls a blade of flame from his back as it brightens the area, shining into the eyes of these bugs. He's like, enough of this then. And swings at the one to his left as hard as he can. I'm going to use sneak attack if I hit. Blade comes in.
No.
But Casey's a rogue. And the thing about rogue is that let me just find the ability. It's all in the reflexes. That's right. Casey sings once and then again. Blade comes by.
Got a 14.
Does a 14 hit these? No. No, Casey's lucky. I don't think a 14 is going to hit. Yeah. Casey is not used to wielding a sword. And it shows as the bug flies out of his way. He's swinging around like a flaming fly swatter as he swings one more time.
Oh,
16.
16 hits.
16 hits. And the creature will take 11 fire damage.
Are you attacking the one on your above you or north or? Just say
Yeah, the one to his west.
Okay. So not the one above you? The one beside you?
No, not upside.
Side.
Okay. They are resistant to fire.
But
you
but not Casey's fire,
not Casey's.
because Casey's way hotter.
He's got the blue fire. Right.
Yeah, he'll take a it's extra spicy. He'll take 11 damage. I mentioned sneak attack, but I realized I couldn't use that, so yeah, just 11 damage to that creature to his side.
One second.
And
Oh, you don't qualify for sneak attack.
correct, yeah. And the the two Caseys kind of straighten up in front of these two bugs right in front of him. He holds his sword straight in front of him, and it's like, And then just gently kicks off of the rock below him as he gets ready to go at it with these two bugs.
On the lower down the mountain. One of those, you see one of the creatures scurrying up across the rocks, coming up on Salinger's flank, but because of Esmond's magic, it can only move, it can't attack. Peach Pine, you're up.
Peach is standing next to Ava, taking a little bit of cover behind the rock there. She's on one knee as she is when she usually aims her rifle. But this time she puts her hand on the ground in front of her and instead whispers a spell just barely under her breath, and she casts Shatter. She's going to aim at the spot in between the large creature to the east and the flying creature to the east to try and get both of them in that 10-foot radius.
Okay. Saving throws. These are Constitution.
You're looking to beat a 16.
Both of the saving throws pass, but I still think they take some damage, right? Oh wait, one of those was not correct. The flying creature does not have that bonus. Same result. This is the half damage.
Yep, so that's 3d8 for 17. Damage total halved to 8.
14 of the one that was bloodied. Alright, the creatures are staggered and there's fractures that go through the bits of exposed ice on the ground. You've definitely hurt them both.
And then, as her bonus action, Peach is going to, noticing Sal on the field, but he was always here, which is weird, but she definitely didn't see him before. She's going to send her last bardic inspiration his way and just go, Sal, look out for yourself! And he will get 1d8.
Excellent.
That'll be my turn.
Nicely done. Doc is up, and then Araya after Doc.
Okay. Yeah. Seeing, remembering Sal, who is always here, but for some reason she didn't heal him previously. Looking around, getting, feeling more optimistic than she was just moments ago. She moves forward a little bit and she begins to weave a spell and bring magic into herself. You've seen her use this before. And everyone within 30 feet, nothing happens immediately, but you just get this little feeling, a little pep in your step. And as she makes her way down south a little bit towards them, she's going to use her bonus action to heal Sal for a number of points. That'll be the end of her turn. Yeah.
Are you holding your action, or does this require your action?
No, the spell costs the action, and then to use the spell requires my bonus action.
Excellent.
Well, that's nice, but it keeps that healing spell up while you're just like radiating good vibes.
You just get good vibes. Alright, Sal gets 16 HP back to him.
Araya, your turn.
Red dot disappears from Sal.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, good. The sniper went away.
If one of these bugs has a red laser pointer, we retreat.
That would be funny.
Ooh, I should mention the sword does shed bright light.
Oh, I did not. This is just pure flavor, but I forgot to do it. I should note when Peach uses the magic, that whisper, the shattering noise kind of seems to rattle the teeth in her head a little bit. She grunts just a bit of mild pain as she sort of winces at the sound of it. Also, Chris, can I stand in the same square as this little robot fella, or is that not the same? Can I not do that?
If you're especially rude, maybe. But you can.
I cannot. Okay.
Ooh, it looks as though Array had to take a call, so let's take a 5-minute break. Array, your turn.
The bug nearest me, she says a small but humble prayer, and erupting from her is a word of radiance. So it just has to do the little bug a Constitution save.
Of your choice. I almost never see that.
Constitution saving throw for the flying insect.
I hope it's. Oh man. Oh, but wait. It never works in favor of us, right?
Meets it, beats it.
Boo.
Tie goes to the runner.
All right. Well.
There's a flash of light, but these creatures seem accustomed to the bright sun.
Oh, Chris. Question. This was something I found earlier.
Mhm.
We have in our rule set that the save or suck spells still do damage, even if someone passes.
Oh, yeah, that was definitely a thing that I liked. We have not been doing that, though, so probably won't do it for this battle.
Okay.
But, yeah, that's something to remember.
I would love to echo even like a point of damage, but yeah, don't even worry. Because mostly I was just going to cast to our closest people up front, yelling to Fane and to Casey, who she cannot see, but assumes isn't flying over a cliff or something ridiculous like that. Brace yourself! To Fane, who's right up next to some of these creatures. She's casting Shield of Faith, taking over her concentration.
Ooh, alright, yes, Fane. Drops on the ground.
I'm so sorry, Casey.
Casey.
I did exclaim. I screamed it.
Yeah, Casey, as the fly fades from you, you feel gravity take hold of you again.
Mm-hmm.
Your stomach will leap to the top of your chest. You begin to fall. You need to make... I call that DC 14 acrobatics ability check in order to grab on.
Grab on. Okay. It's my best thing.
I hope so. Oh my goodness sakes!
Absolutely. Yeah, so as you drop down, yeah, it's almost as though your instincts kick in. All those hours in the training course. You immediately grab onto an outlying bit of rock. Yeah, while you're holding like this, one of your hands is occupied.
Gotcha. Yeah, he grabs on one hand at the flaming sword, kind of flaming behind him. That's what brace yourself meant?
Interesting.
I just love that you're out of eyesight. She has no idea what just happened to you.
About how high do you think you were hovering above that cliff edge?
So he, actively was hitting the hilt of the sword on like the rocks as he was dogfighting with these creatures, so it was like right on the edge of it. Yeah, just above the air.
Okay, so you have not left the threat range of those creatures. Okay, and then Array, you cast Shield of Faith, and who is that going on?
Fane, because he's right up next to the biggins.
Glowing protection surrounds him. Anything else in your turn?
I can't move because that stupid thing is buzzing around me.
Are you still deciding?
No, I was
Oh,
done.
sorry, okay.
I can't move because that little bug. I may not have been broadcasting when I said that.
No, you were. I just wasn't sure if that was a decision. Okay. Nicely done. So Fane is protected. Oh, that one's dead. You hear the pincers hitting into the snow and on the rock as another one of those creatures makes its way down the rock face towards Salinger. It had a dash in order to get there. And on this hard terrain, the creatures don't seem to be able to burrow into the ground. See another one go scurrying across the rocks, following the terrain. It looks like it's headed for Array and Samson. Okay, Beth, you're up.
I assume that I don't have a line of sight on those two big ones you just moved, since it kind of looks like they're on the other side of trees and rocks for me, like down a hill.
Probably the one on the right. Yeah, that's out of your line of sight. You know where it is, though, because you saw it move. The one on the left, you can probably just barely see through the trees, so there's some obscurance, but you can see it.
Okay, so I don't really have a good fathom for, like... So I have mobile, and then I have the boots of springing and striding. All of that kind of makes me faster, and I have the natural ability to jump. So how far can I reach towards that one for 50 feet, 60 feet of movement?
If I remember correctly, like your jumping distance was something wild, like above 40, and your vertical jump was something like 18 or 19, right? So that's going to give you pretty comfortable movement kind of like across this terrain. So you can probably, and it's ultimately sort of it's varied, but it's all to make sort of the same heights. So you can probably just like move your movement speed going in that direction. When you get to the very end of these rocks, that's when it'll get a little more complicated.
I mean, so I can use my bonus action to do the dash action. So is it feasible to like stand here? Like, what am I? Is this like?
Yeah. You could cut off that creature. What's your overall movement that you wanted to use?
So 60 is my regular movement, and then I can use my bonus action to dash to make it all the way
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, I think you could spring across those rocks and jump and get to where you want to be.
Before I leave, I will turn to what's his face behind me. I'm just like, you don't die, hide, and then I'm gonna run away to down here. And let's see. I'm trying to remember. I think I had my greatsword out.
Excellent. Yeah, so Ray, as you see this large carapace creature coming across the rocks towards you, almost out of nowhere, Kabeth.
She just boing, boing, boing down the rocks like a goat, and she lands in front of this thing, and she just makes a face. No, and she's gonna take this great sword and swing it over her head at this thing. Let's see, and I have where is it? Does a 27 hit?
27 hits.
This thing is not undead, correct? Let's add 3 more points to that. That's my first hit.
Okay. We're looking at 11 slashing, 1 radiant, and 2 weapon damage.
Yeah, it just gets 2 additional slashing since I'm giant.
Yeah, you smash the creature with the hammer, stopping in its tracks, and it kind of rears up and makes some threatening gesture to see with its wings fluttering. You can hear an audible, high-pitched sound. And you've definitely stopped its advance.
I yell at it, "Go away! We don't... Go away!" And I swing to hit it again with a giant sword. Does a 20 hit?
A 20 hits the creature's armor, and there's a spark, a flash in the air, but the sword doesn't go through.
I wanna use a point to reroll that.
Okay.
What good is a snack point if you can't use it?
Two snack points.
Oh, I hate that. I can choose which one I use, right?
You get to choose.
I'll stick with the first failure, thank you.
Much better result. Alright. Anything else on your turn?
1 moment. I get my reaction at the end of my turn, right?
Yeah, it'll refresh at the end of your turn.
Okay. I think I've used all of my economy for this turn.
You can hear the creature that you hit whining. High-pitched insect sounds. The next player will be Salinger. One of these insect creatures flies over. Lands on the far side of Peach. Goes at her with a stinger.
No.
Oh, wait, did it fly past me? Like leave my range as it zipped past?
Well, it flew over, but also these creatures, when they're flying, don't provoke attack opportunity.
Never mind, thank you.
Yeah, so it goes flying over, comes down behind Peach. Just going to get that. Oh, that's only a 15 to hit. Peach, are you around right now?
Yes, I'm right here, and 15 is my armor class.
Okay, so it just barely hits you. Or it's looking at hitting you. Is that attack going to stand?
No. Peach is going to have that damage using cutting. Using whatever that thing is. Cutting action.
a cunning.
Nope, sorry,
action.
not that. Not that. Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge. Excellent. Yeah, so that 41 potential damage gets knocked down to 20.
Lovely. Thank you.
Samsa says, no, they're getting close. She runs up this way. She goes to her belt, whips out a wand. There's a swarm of little missiles that come out from it, impacting the creature that's attacking. That's 8 damage. Possibility. Right there beside you, as these bolts of energy go swirling, swarming through the air, hitting the creature. It tries to dodge them, but each of them hit. There's a burst of wings and greenish blood. Somsel has slain the creature.
Nice.
Don't worry. I'll protect you.
Is this her first kill on screen?
I think so.
Pretty sure this is Somsel.
Nice.
But she's previously
kill,
been
first
like
kill.
hiding.
We're just the NPCs in Somsel's heroic story.
She was a stranger from
I-
the same plan.
No, it's her villain story. She's like, I never killed before I met them.
No,
this
no
feels-
villains next to me.
Oh, this feels nice.
I feel so powerful.
You guys ever kill anything?
You guys get to do
Have
this
you ever
all
watched
the
the
time.
light die from its eyes?
You want to know what the best drug is?
This red sand carapace in front of Esmond maneuvers closer. But it is going to. It's kind of circling that way, but it is engaged with Thane. Makes an attack.
Typhon will
Is it-
impose disadvantage.
Yeah. No, actually, it is going to attack Esmond. You can still do the disadvantage.
Oh well, I have Blur activated, so it still has a disadvantage.
They could have double disadvantage. The stack.
I mean, you know what? Yeah, if it's swinging against me, yeah, we'll go double disadvantage. I'll have Typhon impose disadvantage as well.
All right. And Thane is going to use one of his abilities. And he's also going to smack the creature with his shield, also defending
Triple
you. So
disadvantage.
triple disadvantage.
Jesus fucking Christ!
And then
Yeah.
Fane gets smacked next. And
Yeah,
just
you
goes,
gotta save that for yourself, buddy.
No, everyone protect Tank Ez.
Keep your tanks alive. This is how we win.
This is why he's an unwilling tank, because people will tank for him if he doesn't do it first.
Chris is trying to program triple disadvantage into roll 20.
Yeah, I had it set up before, but it's not. It doesn't go into the NPC sheets automatically after all. I'm just gonna roll it 3 times because that's faster, I think.
Yeah, just keep rolling until you get a 1.
All right. Well, you're looking at a 15 for the highest of the 3.
One more, right?
Yeah, there's one more.
Is it? Oh yeah, yeah.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1. The opposite.
Oh
I
no,
like
the
how they
30 does in fact hit.
progressively got better.
It just gets increasingly more frustrated.
Look at the damage on that last one.
Jesus Christ. No, 15 does not hit Esmond.
All right. with both Typhon and Fane protecting you, and the blur spell that's guarding you as well. This creature's claw swipes the air. To no effect. Staggering under their harassment. The others. Yeah, it's funny. The first rolls.
That was awesome.
Like the idea of doing the commentary, like, no, try it again. It just keeps getting better. Try it again, until it finally gets to the last one. You know what? Just go. Let's go back to the first.
You know what? Look at it's just your first sketch was good.
Yeah, that's we'll keep that.
God, don't give me a flash.
One of the bloodied winged creatures far up the hill with Albert goes swooping in, makes an attack. Oh, 21's gonna hit Albert. Wait, that's not right. Why is that? Oh, wrong creature. Well, it's ultimately the same because he doesn't have poison resistance. So. Yeah, that one hurt bad. You hear, probably maybe Ishtalan, you hear a grunt of pain from up in the hilltops above you. You probably don't have line of sight on it, but you can hear the buzzing of wings. Seeing an opportunity, flying down from the hilltop on the western side. One of those insects comes in for Peach.
Why? What has Peach done?
It's her name. They like fruit.
Fruit flies.
Oh, but a 13's not going to hit Peach's armor class.
Ooh, and thank God for that, because I already used my reaction.
Yeah. You catch it just out of the corner of your eye. This insect comes flying in, going for you with a stinger. But you're too fast. Over on the right side, up in the hills, one of them goes for Casey. Looking at a 26 on Casey.
Am I currently hanging from a rock on the side of this cliff, Chris?
You are indeed.
Yeah, the bug chooses wrong. Of the two Caseys that are hanging on the rock, both holding flaming swords behind them, the bug swoops in and hits his last duplicate.
There's a look of confusion on the bug's face as it vanishes and fixes its many eyes on you.
Yeah, Casey kind of laughs. I mean, you guys have a chance to leave. You could leave now. This is your only chance.
It seems as though they're contemplating. Is that what that noise means? Salinger, you're out.
Well, I've already got two friends here. So, Sal, with his wounds having just closed up a little bit and feeling inspired, rolls his shoulders and just swings really hard straight down at the bug right in front of him. But goes into a rage first, as his eyes wash over with kind of a cloudy gray.
Are you doing reckless or just regular?
No, but I'm hitting the one that's glowing first, so it'll be advantage.
Excellent.
I'll take the crit. I finally crit with this thing.
Oh.
Woo!
Ooh, yes.
Right, as you make your first crit with the hammer, the might of Brunhilde. Tell us what it looks like.
As the hammer impacts the carapace of this creature, there's a splintering gold that reverberates across the surface of it. Almost looks like little bouncing bits of electricity that then splash out in a shockwave all around it, cutting through it with radiant damage, and a kind of sizzle sound to it, like the fracturing of stone.
And report that ability.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember if it's creatures of your choice or all creatures.
I didn't think this day would ever happen. I'm not ready.
Waiting.
It's been 84 years.
Up to 2 creatures within 5 feet, I think is right. No, wait, that's just default text in the description. I'm just reading stuff that's in gray as an example. I'll have to look in the channel where you initially saved it. Because all I have is it says a D12 extra radiant damage on a crit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's an area of effect ability. I'll research real quick.
Oh yeah, you're right. It says 3d6 radiant damage, and they're knocked away 10 feet.
All creatures of your choice within 20 feet, 3d6 radiant damage. Yep, knocked away.
Ridiculous. Okay, let me roll 3d6. Oh, the d12 was to undead and constructs, so I just hadn't put in the crit ability. Got it. Okay, take the cool description I had and just make the shockwave bigger. So I can hit little bug and 3 big bugs. Maybe not quite the little bug.
Not the little bug, but you can hit the 3 large one.
And up to 4 of my friends.
If you would like to.
All right, I'll do 11 to the insects.
Okay. Give me just the weapon damage on the first one. Well, just the impact damage, just the attack on the first one first.
Okay, so the physical damage was 12 bludgeoning. And then the crit component was another 8. So it would have been 20 just bludgeoning damage plus 2 rage damage on the first one. So 22 just from the hit.
Did that 12 plus 8 include the plus 2 for rage?
No, the rage is a separate box just above it. So that's just the critical hit damage and the 2 bludgeoning hits. Or the doubled bludgeoning, I should say.
Awesome. Okay. Now give me the radiant, because these guys are resistant to radiant damage.
Gotcha. So it's 11 radiant to everybody else.
Okay, so 5 to...
So 27 on the primary target, and then 11 on the other. Or 5 on the others because it rounds down.
Okay, and you get bloody damage to the guy on the upper side. Yeah, so the creature just below you, you crack into the carapace, and it's knocked backwards. You've bloodied the one just below you.
Gotcha. So he grins a little bit and looks up and says, huh, maybe the gods are listening. And then he'll take another 5-foot step and do a second attack on that same bug that he just bloodied.
Okay, it was knocked 10 feet away from you, so you might have to...
Oh, 10 feet. I hadn't used any movement, so he'll just charge right into it.
That's good. You will be going on to difficult turn, but you have movement.
Oh, sounds fun. Yeah. For visual flavor, I'd like him to still be running through a little bit of that shockwave.
Awesome.
And then right as it starts to dissipate, he swings down again. And I feel overconfident after that hit, and I'm going to reckless this one. Oof.
The hammer's tired.
Yeah, the
The
creature's
hammer's
still...
tired, but I'm not.
The creature's
I'll
still...
use a 2-threat.
Oh, okay. Get another roll.
And that doesn't re-roll it with advantage. It's just one new d20, right?
Yeah, you're choosing a die and re-rolling it.
That's right. That's right. I so rarely re-roll. Been hoarding.
I mean, you could choose the one.
Oh god, they're all so bad.
Not that it makes much difference.
Oh no. Yeah, the creature's still stumbling and staggering, so when you swing in, it actually trips a little bit. And so your hammer goes right over its head.
Well, maybe not. That'll end my turn.
Rushing in to fill the gap. The creature comes skittering down the rocks. Goes right for Thane. He's protected by Shield of Faith. Oh. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Thane's armor class of 16. And with the Shield of Faith, the 15 hits the glowing protection.
Holy shit.
It does.
I hope it was worth it.
She marked you.
I did love the vagueness. She just yelled out like, "Get ready!" or whatever it was. It's like, what?
Brace yourself. Who do you think needs? I don't know. She's in combat. She's not like a tactician.
Esmond, it's your turn.
Esmond sees an opportunity, and he's going to take a step towards the creature to the north of him, and he's going to swing with foresight.
Right.
26 to hit.
Ooh.
For 10 slashing damage plus bloody.
26 hits. Um, 10 slashing. Yeah, 10 slashing plus bloody?
Correct.
On the dot. Esmond, clock right. Tell me a story.
Yeah, that radiant wave blasts the creature back, and Esmond, barely covering his eyes from all the debris and dust in the air, follows the path of this insect as it falls back and crashes into the wall of the cliff, and he immediately runs up to it, and following one of many, many traces of himself that he can see in his foreground vision, he runs up following one and guts it, stabbing it in its sternum, dragging it up, and then pulling back immediately.
blade sinks in as you draw it free. There's a moment that's spooled out through your mind like a thread. You see vast red sand, but you're among seems to be rocks now, strange rock formations around you, the foot of a mountain. There are others here. There are things that live here. You see eyes closed, kneeling in prayer on the ground, skin chapped, sun. Familiar face you haven't seen in some time. Tabaxi priestess, Coronet. Her eyes open. And you're back in reality.
Esmond comes back to himself and just and yells out. Give me the final strike. I'm learning. And he's going to yell at Typhon as a bonus action to go and assist Peach. So Typhon is going to take a swing at the creature immediately in front of him. .24 to hit for 6 force damage.
Creature staggers from the blow and turns its attention onto Typhon.
And then Esmond is going to run, take 5 footsteps south and attack the creature hounding Fane.
Okay. 25 hits.
That'll be 13 slashing damage.
The creature is bloodied. Greenish blood splashing into this. Just as a reminder, Coronet is the Tabaxi priestess who became the head of the temple, the one who was always very mean to her.
And Esmond will end his turn standing next to Fane, and just give him a look like, let me handle this. And that's my turn.
Hey, nuts. I gotcha.
Fane reads your mind.
My boy! My boy!
The hills. Casey hanging from the rock, the last mirror image gone. And the red sand stingers comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I don't think a 14's gonna hit Casey.
Casey is not shirtless. The bracers that he wears so often have grown and covered his body in studded leather armor that shines as the stinger tries to get through. I warned you guys. Last chance.
The attack ineffective. Looks as though Casey's luck prevails. Up the northern side, Albrecht is going to some trouble. Can use a cunning action to disengage, taking a skipping step back. And as he does, swings an arrow around into his bow and fires almost from the hip. And with an 18, the arrow hits the creature. It goes to the ground. Then, without skipping a beat, Albert kicks off the snow, running down the hill a bit. Knocks an arrow, fires at one of the insects that is attacking Casey. The one on the same side. 17 will just barely hit. Casey, and as this thing has its stinger pierced into your armor, you see penetrating through the creature an arrow. And greenish blood splatters onto your armor. It's bloodied. Bane takes the... Bane's no longer flying, right? Yeah, side by side with Esmond, Fane takes the dodge action, using his shield and his hatchet to ward off the creature. You're still on.
Okay, so from where she is, she can't see much except this bit here and then Albrecht up there? Or can she see the Casey situation?
I think you could just maybe barely see Casey's situation. And you have sharpshooter, right? So I think the obscurances through the trees won't affect you.
Alright. I guess she will then, like, seeing these little whirls of motion, this whirring of wings, and a splattering, with a very helpful streak of the arrow from Albrecht, she uses to take from the direction of it and the splatter that comes up at the end of it to draw sight and loose at the same target. This one will have sure. And I think she's still hidden. Is she hidden from that one?
Yes, you are hidden from this one.
Yeah. So that is a 21 piercing.
Michelin, tell me a story.
It almost seems to hit just half a breath. There's the arrow that protrudes from one side from the sort of northwest, and then a second one. Different fletching, kind of fletching. Same materials, actually, because she made arrows with them. But the pattern is different. Although Casey doesn't get much time, if any, to see it because it strikes through the bug, and the bug tumbles down, whirling like a helicopter to the ground until it hits and splatters apart. For her second shot, she can see the other one too, I guess. I suppose she can see that one. Okay, then she will draw again and sight on this other whirl of wings that is still there. This one,
No longer hidden on this.
Yeah. I think Yeah, also go ahead and do sure. So 20 and 20 piercing. And then brave Sir Robin shall scoot over to here and hide again.
Yeah, more blood splatters out against the mountainside. Creature's bloodied as well.
I'm imagining the arrows passing through these bugs and like sticking in the rock next to Casey's head.
Anything else?
That's it.
Casey, you're up. Next player will be Peach.
Yeah, Casey had locked eyes with the bug moments before 2 arrows just whoosh, right through him, and he twirled to the chasm below, and he's just like, "What did I tell you?" And looks at the other one just as another arrow strikes through it. And he's hanging onto the rock and looks down at the flaming sword in his hand. And then just leans back and swings with all his might at the bug in front of him. I'm using an ability that will give me advantage. Chris, I don't know what might happen swinging from the rock side. Like if I get disadvantage for swinging from that.
Is your weapon, is it a one-handed weapon or two-handed weapon?
It's a one-handed weapon.
Okay, yeah, no disadvantage yet.
Casey stands his ground because he doesn't miss usually, and just swings with the flaming sword. And I will use sneak attack if I hit, since I'm advantaged.
I think in order to take a use of steady aim, you are going to need to make a DC 12 acrobatics check because you are hanging from a rock side.
Okay.
Okay.
31 to get it, yep. Yeah, the blade comes out. As he's swinging, the great sword on his back just barely misses the rocks behind him as he twirls around from one arm. And the blade strikes true. And I'm going to add some sneak attack to that. .24 plus bloodied damage of fire to this creature.
Oh, it's fire?
Yeah, and one question, Chris. The damage with this flame blade, does that count as spell damage to where I can count my rolls of 1 damage as 2?
Oh, interesting.
So with this ability, it says when he casts a spell that deals fire damage, and then the blade is maybe from a spell, maybe not.
It's definitely from the spell. I'm trying to think. So it says when you cast a spell, so it's a pretty big question of if reoccurring things benefit from it.
The description does say make a melee spell attack with the fiery blade.
Yeah, that's not the point. That's not the I'm concerned about. But I think I think it's way more interesting if let's say it does work on maintained effects.
Okay. So that one is going to be a 2. It'll be 11, 25. So 25 fire damage. Or sneak attack takes on the damage type of the weapon, right? Or is it just normal?
That's the weapon type.
Okay, so 25 fire damage plus bloody.
Okay, so 30.
Should be 31.
Casey, tell me a story.
Yeah. When this blade, he does not look graceful swinging this blade of fire. But it does look hot because it's a blade of fire. It's really warm. And it's like coming through the air, slices just below the thorax. The bottom half breaks away just moments before the top half stops fluttering its wings and follows down to the pit below. He's hanging onto the edge of the cliff there, and he's like, I had to tell you. And then looks up. I don't know if I can use movement to climb up, but that's his intent.
Yeah, I think 10 feet of movement will get you up onto the rock face.
Yeah, he clambers his way up and holds the flaming sword in his hand. Kind of looks out over the battlefield to see how the others are faring. And that'll be my turn.
Nicely done. Down the hill, creature recovering from the staggering blow that it suffered at the hand of Salinger's might of Brunhilde, comes at him with slashing pincers. Looking at a 24 currently on Salinger.
Yeah, that definitely hit.
Looking at 32 magical slashing damage.
Cool. So he's going to take half because he's raging.
Is that still divided
Yeah.
into poison and
Not for the carapace creatures. That is for the flying ones.
Chris, I really want to have this damage, but does magical slashing get halved by raging?
Yep.
Oh.
Because it's not like a spell attack or something like that. It's just it's just a magical weapon attack essentially.
Yeah, it's not like resistance. It just halves weapon damage types.
Mm-hmm. Because like the creatures like werewolves, their ability says specifically like non-magical weapons and stuff like that. So presuming from that, the barbarian range will stop magical weapons, as long as it is a weapon.
Okay.
To me, it feels like one of those, the exception makes the rule, because the ability would be weird to specify that and it not actually matter.
I did earn my red dot back as a tear cuts open in his upper right shoulder. You can see some blood spread out of the ground.
Red fur bulk blood mixing with the greenish insect blood in the snow to face off against one.
It's like Christmas.
That's right. Peach pine. Turn is yours.
Peach notices. Oh my god, what is his name? Not Esmond. What's the little robot's name? Typhon.
Typhon.
Yeah, Typhon approaching from the south and attacks one of the flying creatures near her. And she kind of furrows her brow for a second and goes, "Oh, all right, hang on. I hope this won't hit you." She's going to cast Shatter at a point that will hit both of the bugs, but not Typhon. So both the flying bugs near her. So looking to be about 10 feet to the west of those bugs, so that the radius avoids Typhon.
Yeah, I think you should.
And she casts Shatter.
Alright, Constitution saving throws from the... Failure. And a failure? Both.
Awesome.
Succeed.
They each take 17 damage. Sorry, thunder damage. 17 thunder damage.
Absolutely. Yeah. You crack open some of the carapace on that first flying one. It's greenish blood splattering the snow. It's bloodied.
All right, that will, I think, be my turn, though. I'm all set.
Nicely done. Doc, you're up, then Araya.
Yeah. Doc, sorry, I'm Mike. Yeah, Doc, has this kind of exasperated expression on her face as Sal smacks the giant bug away and starts running after it, and where she's like, "Ah." And then she looks back and sort of sees Esmond's success and Peaches being attacked. She cast to heal Sal one more time.
Using
For
your bonus
20.
action.
Yep. No, bonus
Nice.
action. And then with her action, she runs up beside Typhon, squeezing up sort of near where Peach is, and will take the full defense. So Typhon and Peach will both gain +2 to their armor class. And
Magic
yeah.
energy radiates out from the shield.
Anyone else who happens to be within 5 feet would also. Yeah. And she's like, it's like, Sal, look at it. Be careful. She sort of says to herself. And yeah, it will be the end of her turn.
Awesome. Yeah, and the way that shield works, a person can move in after you've done that, and they'll still be affected. It's not an application that happens just when you do it.
Correct. Oh, if you were telling me, then yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Araya.
Excellent. She's going to retreat back here a bit and cast a Cure Wound on our Feywild friend. Oh wait, Cure Wound is touch. I have to do a healing word because that's distance.
He is just slightly out of range.
Oh, I can still move one more. I measured.
He'll still be out of range because he's way up in the air.
Okay.
You can redo your movement because the Araya would have intuitively done that. She's not seeing it in 2D.
What do you feel is within the 60 range?
I would think. You want to be in 60 range of Albert?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll see if you can make it to 40.
Never gonna happen. Fine, he gets none heals. Because I can't. I just can't reach that. Not. Darn, that was my plan. So now I'm going to. Yeah, because I need 80 of movement. I don't have 80. Okay. Alright, then I'm just going to... And then... I'm gonna Sanctuary Peach.
You guys are so nice to Peach.
I'm trying to. I'm sorry. I'm testing a theory. I don't want to directly attack them right now because I'm trying to see a thing. All right. I move. A Sanctuary. Ah, that's a bonus action. Like a.
Can you unquicken a spell? Turn it into an action.
Well, no, it just means so I've got my like. Blade Ward is specifically because of weapons, not because of sharp pinchers, right? Would I know that?
A creature's natural weapons also count as a weapon, so if
Oh,
you're protected
yeah.
from weapon attacks, it'll also work on claws.
I'm a Blade Ward of Fane.
Blade Ward is self only.
Damn it. Mom and Blade Ward me.
Okay.
Blade Ward me. Sanctuary Peach. I moved closer. I'm gonna see things.
Stop eating the mushrooms.
All right. Prayers of the Maiden surround Peach, protecting. Anything else on your turn?
No, that'll do. I've got nothing left.
Seeing the opportunity, Red Sun Carapace on the southern side moves in at Salinger. Oh, but a 15's not going to hit Salinger. Easily distracting. But there are creatures on both sides of you now attacking you with flurries of sharp claws. Using the hammer, you're able to fend them back. The one in front of Kabeth lunges in for a strike at the giant sage.
The fly in my room has decided to climb down the map at this moment. It's kind of perfect.
He's helping me. Oh, a 15's not going to hit Kabeth, not with that armor. It's just a scrape and a ping. Kabeth, it's your turn.
Kabeth strikes back. Oh. Ugh. We'll try that again. Like, I get to hit twice, so we're just gonna swing that again.
Alright.
What the hell?
Oh, no.
Alright, I have either inspiration. I can use either inspiration or the snack points, right?
Yeah, 2 snack points or inspiration. If you do the inspiration, you have to take the result. Snack points, you get to choose the result.
I'll just use the inspiration. Oh, for the love of God. Come on.
Prophecy.
What?
Oh,
As you swing the hammer, the rock beneath you breaks under your great weight. betrayed by the mountain itself. You lose your footing. We're tumbling down the hill, smashing into Peach and Ava and Typhon, knocking them prone.
I have sanctuary on me.
You still have sanctuary on you as you lie on the ground prone.
I haven't used any of my actual movement. Can I still use my movement on this turn to get up?
No, the natural one ends your turn.
Damn it.
On the positive side, all of you have +2 to your armor class.
Not me, right?
Nope, even you. You're laying on top of Ava. Technically, the magic still works.
Well, you have lots of armor class now, Ava.
You
Thanks.
Got a whole Kabeth on top of you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
If you go before Kabeth's turn, it is a DC 15 athletics ability check to squirm your way out from under her great weight.
Oh.
For me and Ava, or just Ava?
You
Who is crushed by Kabeth?
and Typhon, all three of you.
Oh, lovely. Do we also get
Best
additional
ancestors.
AC while Kabeth is on top of us?
Well, that'll be more of a situational thing, as things are probably going to attack Kabeth before attack you, more than likely.
Let's go Team Bottoms. All right.
Looking up your name.
I'm losing it over this. This is the funniest and most tragic. I am so sorry, but absolutely the fucking hilarious result that you could have come up with. Yep, thank you.
Your ancestors are spinning in their grave.
But it was the rolls.
You-
I was just so.
We're fucking go.
You hit Doc though, so it's technically an avalanche.
Oh no.
Hey,
Oh.
Doc, I'm missing some hit points. No, I'm fine. Don't heal me. I'm kidding.
Everybody gets an inspiration.
Hey, there you go. You can try again.
I've got it back now.
Good luck, guys.
Let's fucking go.
You can't have two inspirations. All right. Well, the creature, one of the flying creatures nearby, flutters back a bit after this giant satyr comes tumbling down, smashing the things that it was attacking. It certainly must be dead. It turns and attacks the red.
It's worth knowing.
That's a 14 gonna hit Araya.
No, it's not. Well, it's not anyway. But I also have my magic images. But if it doesn't hit, even mine. Wait, how does that work?
Well, the armor
But-
class on your mirror image is 10, I think. Plus dex, maybe? Like, its armor class is different from your armor class. The D20 roll, I think I could be wrong. Doesn't the D20 roll happen before the attack is made?
I roll the d20.
Like, you roll the D20 in either case.
So it's the AC of the duplicate is 10 plus your dex mod.
So you roll the D20 even if it would have missed you.
Okay, so
Because it could miss you and hit your duplicate.
it's attack, and it's the AC plus my dex, so it's 12 AC.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So one of your
I
duplicates.
wish my magic armor applied to these babies. Okay, so now I have just one left.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
Samsel. No. She takes out her wand and she's holding it in both hands and she shakes it. Come on, work. And then there's a spray of magic missiles. They fan out in all directions and then converge onto the one attack.
Chris, can you just confirm for me, is the one that's Samsel that like little redheaded one north of me?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just like, I don't know which one is supposed to be Samsel. Cool.
Okay, so we're looking at 11 force damage plus bloodied. Araya, right there in front of you. Magic missiles strike the creature and it explodes into blood and wings, and there's a splatter of green on your winter clothes.
Oh, a splatter of green on me. Oh, I can't wait to draw us when we're all done with this battle. Just like covered in bug guts.
Someone please draw Kabeth lying on the ground in her armor with just like the legs of Peach and
It's-
Ava sticking out
Yeah,
from
like-
underneath her and Typhon's little legs.
Yeah.
Wicked Witch in the West.
Even Peach
style.
pinned under kebab.
Yeah, the Red Sand Singer, this one doesn't seem quite as confident that everyone's dead, and so it goes to Stinkabeth.
Rude.
Can Typhon still impose disadvantage from prone?
Give me that 15 athletics ability check for Typhon. Actually, no, there's no way, because he's under Kabeth, and it's on the other side of Kabeth.
Roger that.
Wah-wah.
With advantage, will a 24 hit Kabeth?
Yes. I'm trying to think if I have anything that can make you do something else with that. I don't think so. I think Runic Shield only helps other people. Not me.
Makes sense. Okay, well then I think you're looking at 17 piercing, 19 poison. If I remember, you are resistant to both.
I'm resistant to
of
both, so I'm getting half of all that.
Excellent. Uh-oh.
You can just hear this little whimper from Kabeth.
So 19 total damage of after resistance.
Thank you for doing math for me. I was going to ask Patrick.
I was just thinking that you said you just hear a small but that's not true. Ava feels the
The creature's actually after, yeah, it stings, goes flying. Goes zipping up into the hills, maneuvering. Salinger, your turn.
Yeah, he'll just swing at the bloodied one in front of him again.
It's badly hurt. You can see breaks in the carapace, blood leaking out onto the rocks.
So I forgot to use that inspiration. Do I still have that until I use it? Or sorry, not inspiration, the bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I think it lasts for like 10 minutes, so you definitely still have it.
Yeah, you still have
Cool.
it.
So
1d8.
I'll add a d8 to that and see.
Okay, that brings it up to
18?
18. Is that yeah, so with an 18, 18's gonna miss.
Okay. Frustrated, he swings again, this time recklessly, towards the center mass of the creature.
Ho ho.
Yeah, 25.
That'll hit. 11 damage?
So, yeah, just 11.
Yeah, it staggers from the blow. Still alive, but hurt bad. Alright.
Just kind of mutters to himself, "Go down." And element.
With Fane harassing the red sand carapace right next to Esmond, it lunges at him for an attack. Oh, that'll hit Fane. 35 piercing. Fane staggers from the blow, some of his blood spilling out into the snow. He's hurt bad. Esmond, your turn.
Question: can I circle around and reorient myself to have advantage on it if Fane is on the opposing side?
I don't do advantage for flanking.
Okay, then Esmond will just swing away. First strike with foresight. .27 to hit for 12 slashing. Plus bloody, so 18 total.
And yeah, cut through the carapace. It's hurt really bad. You can see it limping on one side.
Going for the second strike.
Also
26
hits.
for another 12 slashing damage.
Yeah, you hack one of its limbs off and it hits into the snow. It's flailing, greenish blood spraying around. It's still alive, going into a frenzy. Damn it, I really wish that had hit. Fuck. If it had hit?
No, sorry, I meant hit for more damage.
Gotcha.
Bonus action, yell for Typhon to try and crawl out from under Kabeth.
DC 15 athletics. So
Oh no!
Shy.
Just a little
Here.
wriggling.
You hear
Wasn't there something that if Kabeth was in your vicinity, you get a +4?
for
You
saving
do.
throws.
Oh. Is it just saying this? Okay.
But
Or
being in here
Typhon.
gives us something from Ava too, right? What was it from Ava? Plus 2 armor.
AC, yeah.
Oh wait, Bardic Inspiration, can that be used for attack and damage rolls, or just attack and or saves and stuff?
It can be used for attacks.
But not damage rolls?
Only College of War, I think, allows you to add to damage.
Okay, Esmond will end his turn by looking to Thane and saying, "Step back, help Salinger, this one's nearly done."
You can add an 8 to an ability check, attack, roll, or saving throw.
Thank you for clarifying. And that'll be my turn.
Badly wounded up on the mountaintop. Albrecht staggers a bit. Drops onto a knee. I think it's wounded, and he starts trying to tend to it. Albrecht, do you actually have anything? Yeah, you do. Bonus action. Second wind. Six, 8 plus. He's still bloodied, but feeling a little better. going to slide down these rocks. Yeah, I think. Yeah, and he also a sharpshooter. He's just barely has, I think, a shot on this fellow. So he's good.
Shouldn't he
Go
get
ahead.
twice the spider levels with second one?
Twice his fighter level. Remind me what?
Because of the YMDT extra healing bonus.
Oh, yeah. I added that in just in my head.
Oh, I see. Okay, alright. I just saw the description.
Yeah, I should put it in the text. Spits some blood out on the ground. Knocks an arrow. Fires. Oh no. Oh, he got that inspiration from Casey, so he's gonna use it.
Yeah.
That's better. What could have been a catastrophe, instead, the arrow clips off a tree. Misses by a few feet. Knocks another arrow and fires. And not reckless this time. Or not. Charger. 20. Ching, sparks off the armor. You see a sour look come across his expression. Fane. Interesting. Fane's going to take the dodge action. And then he's going to move south. Creature uses attack of opportunity against Fane. Oh, let's roll again. Oh!
Yes!
As he's moving away, the creature turns to swing at him. The last moment, he spins around with his shield, and it sparks against the shield. He says, Esmond, no! And so, Esmond, I'll give you one free attack.
Ah, I'm going for it.
Punch it.
30 for
Yes!
Nice. What is the damage?
That'll be 15 slashing, and do I get to add bloody to this one as well?
Yep, different turn.
Okay, so this will be for 21 total damage.
Tell me a story, Esmond.
Yeah, Fane, following Esmond's instruction, moves to help Ursa Salinger. As he knocks one of the pincer attacks away, Esmond, seeing all these possible variable opportunities of attack, sees one specifically that allows him to get in, and he stabs in underneath one of its legs and drags down so that its guts spill out from its side as he steps away.
As the blade sinks in, once again, as you slay this creature, a moment flashes in your mind. Is it something that already happened? Hasn't happened yet. It's hard to know. There before Coronet, among the sand and the desert, tall reaching red mountain, you see a strange creature. Insectoid, almost black, iridescent. Its wings like robes around its body. Many eyes looking at the priestess. There's almost a look of hope, wonder on its strange alien face as it offers a goblet to Coronet. A goblet filled with green, luminous liquid. And as Coronet drinks from it, the other insects around beat their wings, chorus of joy and hope.
Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh, guys.
Whoopsie.
Hey, I didn't get offered no
riddance.
drink.
Actually, this is the best way, because this way we get to kill them all, and then Araya doesn't get to feel guilty.
Don't worry, there'll be plenty of time to explain it to her after this battle.
Oh, knowledge comes at a steep, steep price.
You don't have to share this, no.
That's true. Esmond, you could keep
Sometimes
it to
secrets are
yourself.
fun.
Esmond, you have to remember, no matter how much this weighs on you, you have to keep repeating, I asked for this.
I had to know.
Ishtal.
I think, given she probably has fairly limited sight from here, and also I really want to use that jump potion at least once, so she flexes her legs a little bit and springs up, placing her hand on this cliff edge in one leap and using it to vault over and flip over onto the top of this in front of Albrecht. Winks at him, spins, her coattails flaring, draws, and I think she's just gonna pick the first one so it's probably oh yeah, there's that one too. I was looking further down, but she'll shoot that one. I think this will not be sharpshooter for the moment. Because she wasn't hidden from that one, was she? She was on the same side.
You have revealed yourself since then, yeah. Is it wherever?
Ooh, that was terrible. And she will attempt again.
First arrow, just like Abric, sparks off creature's armor.
Shitty rolls. She gets a little hiss of frustration, and then is just going to keep going on her way, and she will vault down this way, sort of dragging her hand along the cliffside to break her direction, and she's gonna hide down here.
Yeah, as you move away, Abric uses his reaction to say, "That's not so easy, is it?"
There's a little finger behind her as she leaves.
He uses reaction.
He wastes his reaction to be sassy. He wastes his reaction to be sassy.
That's not a waste of a reaction.
That's not a waste at all.
I can respect it, but I can't like it. And then she uses her bonus to hide again. And that's it.
Casey.
What sort of view does Casey have from up here? Can he see kind of what's going on down here?
Yeah, you have a pretty good sense of the battlefield. The creature here is obscured behind some trees and rocks, so that one's going to have some bonus armor class against you, but you're kind of aware of it. You have a really good point.
Cool. Yeah, I think Casey kind of surveys the battlefield and nods with the flaming sword in his hand and just puts it onto his back and lets go of it, and it dissipates as he lets go of it. And then he snaps a finger, another finger, balls of flame begin to appear in his hand and grow larger as he speaks the Ignan word, and creates a large fireball. Chanting a bit longer, it gets even larger as he upcasts fireball 4th level and slings it down just south of Salinger.
Yep.
So Chris, I'm gonna try to get these 2 guys in there.
My intuition says you can definitely do that. You can get them without getting Salinger.
That's the plan. Says a DC 16 dex save for 36 fire damage.
Oh, it didn't show up for me.
And dex saves coming for those guys. It's a failure and a success.
So total is 36. Because my ones count as 2s for the flame roll.
Okay, so 36 plus bloody for 42. And then the second one's half of 36 for 18. On the southernmost one, as the flames erupt. Tell me a story.
Yeah, just moments after Salinger whispers to himself, "Go down, will you?" A ball of fire erupts right in front of him. The heat just makes him instantly start sweating as it engulfs both of those creatures and licks at his cheeks, but doesn't hit Salinger. And when it subsides, the creature that he whispered that to is on the ground, twitching a little bit, little pops and sizzles as the flames consume him. And the second one is also a bit charred. And I'm going to move a bit as well, but other than that, that should be my turn.
I like the art.
Lovely.
Don't put it on my face.
So you just know that smoke smell, it's gonna get in those clothes you're wearing, and it's not gonna come out easy.
Sorry, I spent too much time on that. Alright, Peach. Here.
Can you please remind me how to get out from underneath Kabeth?
Yeah, you make a DC 15 athletics ability check.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Does that take my movement or just in addition to?
Like part of your movement in order to get out. Like it'll still take half your movement to stand up.
Okay. All right, so Peach squirms out from under Kabeth. And,
Doc will use her reaction to be like, "Peach, help!" Have her little hands sticking out from underneath of this massive...
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action on it in a second. Hang on.
That's so confusing!
What is she talking about?
Hush, Ava, you're crushed. Stop using your own reaction. Yeah, I think. Peach is going to kind of looking side eye at Ava, where she's still crushed under Kabeth, and without rising to her feet fully, Peach will put her hand on the ground again, and she will speak even more softly than before. She's casting Dissonant Whispers on the remaining creature to the south by Salinger. That's a wisdom save.
Alright. Wisdom saving throw for the creature by Salinger. It's going to be a success. I believe it still does
All
take
right.
some damage.
Still does take some damage.
That's
Now, can a rogue reroll all the twos? Or all the ones, rather? Or just certain ones?
Oh, I see what you're saying. For cutting recovery, that's on like attack rolls. And then
All right, no
D20
worries.
D20 rolls. Yeah.
No problem. So that's going to be 9, half 9 is a 5. And then Peach will use her remaining movement, and she'll use help as a bonus action as mastermind to assist Ava in getting out.
Thanks. Are you So with Mastermind, are you physically helping her? Or are you just kind of giving her a pep talk?
That says I can help as the bonus action.
Yes, and you can also do
So-
it at range. You can also do it at range.
Yes, I'm going to try to help her, though.
Oh, I just realized something. Actually, click that ability. Report that ability, because this was one of the ones.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
This is one of the ones that we have been using wrong often. I feel like it's very specific.
No problem. I will find it real quick. Mastered Tactics is what she has. Starting at 3rd level, you can use the help action as a bonus action. Additionally, when you use the help action to aid an ally in attacking a creature, the target of that attack can be within 30 feet of you rather than within 5 feet of you, if the target can see or hear you.
Awesome. Okay. So in this scenario, what you're trying to do, you do have to physically move to Ava and help her with your bonus action.
Okay, I'll do that. I'm helping you, Ava. Trying to pull her out from under Kabeth.
Nice.
And that will end her turn.
Doc, turn is yours, or Ray's AFK? But Ray
Yeah, she's gonna try to get out with some help.
make that advantaged athletics ability check. Oh,
Doc!
Wait.
you're inspired?
I do have a bardic inspiration.
Nice.
You are welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Peach literally carrying Doc.
Yeah.
Peach. Well, the only reason Peach is alive is because, y'all shielded and buffed her so good. So it's a team effort, she says as she yanks Doc out from underneath Kabeth.
As she's dragged out, her clothes is like soiled with snow and dirt and rocks, just grime from being pulled out from underneath that heart space. She kind of dusts herself off for a second and casts her eyes back towards Kabeth. It's like, you couldn't just get smaller? And then she's going to, she's gonna try to help it the best way she knows how. Okay. She uses, oh, interesting. I think I can do both. Okay. Seeing the person, I can't remember his name, bloodied guy there, she's going to heal as a bonus action. He gets 24 points of health, and then she is going to, as an action, fire twinned guiding bolts on the flying bug and the big bug, both to the south.
Okay. And is that an initiate feat? Or what's allowing you to twin spell?
Yeah, that is the version of the, well, let me show you.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yours
yeah,
just
yeah.
do damage.
Correct.
Yeah, and that creature is large, so Finn's not really in your way. The one up on the hilltop is going to have +2 armor class against you because it is slightly out of sight.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Yeah. This will be, I guess, the one in the hills to the left first, the one that's got cover.
Sounds good. Yeah, 14 ping, skips off the rock. There's a blast of light.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no. Yeah, and that one, yeah, just seems to hit the creature's carapace and bounces away.
Well, unperturbed, she's like, I tried. She's gonna move in close to Sal and the other feller. Into turn. Oh, and of course, as she's leaving, she's like, thanks, Pete.
All right, Aurea, you're up. You can see that
What was the
fan-
aura of vitality that did Ava cast a healing spell?
Yeah, the 24 went to help the guy she's standing next to.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
There's a bug up on the cliff, and then a bug up down. Little bugs. Little bugs. I'm pretty decent at little bugs. Theoretically. Not
Get him.
decent on anything, really. Especially since I don't have any ice spells. God.
the flying one that's in the hill on top of the hill to the south of you, that one will have +4 armor class against you because of the tree and because of the rocks.
Fair. No, thank you, actually. That's good to know. I was checking if I had a create water spell, and I don't. So I can't check that out either. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on the one that's amidst our friends. This guy. Should I move to this? Guiding Bolt hasn't... Like, people in my way doesn't necessarily...
A lot of times creatures could get bonus armor class if your friends are in the way, but because this creature is large, it's so much taller than Ava and Fan. I think
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, yes, I'm casting Guiding Bolt on that particular one at 2nd level. $27.
27 hits.
Yay. Oh,
Is that
and
14
then I
radiant?
also get an additional from Radiant Soul, so +5. That's an 18 total of radiant damage, which it's resistant to.
19. Okay. Let's see. So 13 plus 5 for 18 plus 1 for 19. Is that correct?
And then divided by 2, so 9 or 10. But it also is whoever wants to hit it next gets an advantage. So that's nice.
Indeed. Yeah, so, yeah, the radiant energy hits the creature, but you can see it's well protected against the bright light from your spell. However, it is now glowing, and the next attack against it will be advantaged.
And then I'm
Anything
going to
else?
move closer to the fray.
That very creature. On your last.
Can I use some of my movement to help, assist someone get up if they've fallen? Or not really?
No, I think trying to help something like that would be a little more complex, like the help action.
That's fine, that's fine.
Yeah, this creature is going to actually take the opportunity. Yeah, seeing the smaller Ava there, it's actually going to lunge in. Make an attack at Ava. Bane is going to use his reaction to impose disadvantage on that attack. It's a 20. Oh, I have to roll again. Oh, a natural 1. Yeah, as the attack comes in, Bane gets his shield up, smashes the Aegis of Brunhilde into the pincer, so it misses Ava, creating an opportunity for Salinger.
Oh, yeah.
Salinger, now! 24
Seeing the
hits.
opportunity, he pivots on his heel and swings towards the bug.
Alright, what kind of damage are we looking at? 13?
Crack it into the back of this thing for 13 total, yeah.
Oh, but it's advantaged.
Is it?
Well, that's true. Yeah, roll advantage. Alright, greenish blood splatters in the snow. That attack bloodied it. Meanwhile, the one up on the northern side goes scurrying across the rocks and goes straight for Samsel. She's like, no! 22 hit Samsel. Samsel.
Why are you trying to kill your own self there, Chris? You control Samsel. Don't kill her.
Sometimes you just have to, but... Samsel's quick. So she's going to reduce the damage to half. Down to 18.
Oh gosh, that one just Samsel. Oh gosh.
She staggers back, the claws pierced into her, around her hip, and she cries out in pain. She's bloodied.
You guys just left Samsel?
Kabeth landed on us.
I figured it would have come after me, honestly.
Speaking of which, it is Kabeth's turn.
Swollen like a true tank.
So, I'll use half my movement to get up. Please put me upright again. And Kabeth looks at her friend. She's like, I'm so sorry. Gotta go. And she's gonna run over.
Yeah, kind of stepping on Typhon as you go.
I don't step on Typhon. I'm very careful. Thank you. I stepped right over him. She's like, she did not make eye contact with Esmond at all. Just right over here, and I'm going to attack that bug. Poor Samsel. Hold on. The level of shame that she feels right now, you cannot imagine. Also, does anyone remember what action economy lay on hands uses? There's too many things on my sheet.
Action for land hits.
Okay. So, it's better off. I'm better off fighting. All right. Is that the third 12 I've rolled?
Oh my gosh, so many 12s.
I'd say get rid of those dice, but it's
Hey!
Oh,
Hold on, let
second
me add the
attack.
other stuff.
Yeah, the first one was just a feint. The creature dodges right into the second blow.
You can add another 6 to that damage.
So we're looking at
you
26.
Do you always have those dice added?
No, I have to have the spell. One is for a spell and one is for when I'm large.
Right, but I mean, like, you don't. Basically, I'm asking, should she double those, or does she just? are they
Yeah,
still automatically
those
applied?
things aren't something you have to announce, right? If they're just passive abilities that you have while you're big.
Yeah,
like
it just
Okay.
happens. The divine favor is the spell I have cast, so
Yeah, you
I
can roll.
just don't have it baked in.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you can re-roll those damage dice again as well for the critical. And adding more damage. Excellent. So if I got this right, looks like 22,
31.
31 total.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Some of that is radiant, though, I just realized. Okay, so let's do non-radiant damage first.
22 slashing damage.
Well, the weapon damage is also from the giant smite. I think also is the same, is basic type.
Okay.
So 22 plus 4. Yeah, for the 26 plus bloodied.
And then 5 radiant.
32,
Is that one bloodied, Chris?
No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have the dot.
36. Bloodied
I'm
now.
also going to turn to Somsil and say, "Get behind me and rejoin the group."
Yeah, her eyes are wide, panting. But she seems to hear you.
Is it too late for me to? I guess I can't use an inspiration or points to re-roll the first attack since I already rolled a second attack, right? I get to attack twice in a turn when I attack.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I would say, yeah, normally you do need to do that, but just, yeah, if you want to go ahead and do that, since you didn't do anything else associated with that attack, you can go ahead and reroll that one if you want to.
Okay. I'm just refreshing my memory on anything else I have.
The only risk, I will say, is that if you do roll a 1 or something catastrophic happens, it might negate that second attack since the first one happened first. What are the odds of that happening?
You know the odds.
No, it's fine. I'm looking at.
5%.
I have some other stuff. Hold on.
Technically, 1 in 20.
XCOM players just sweating.
Right?
So 3 out of 4 times?
I'll. Actually, no, I'm not gonna use that. I'm looking for something on my many options of uses. it's a thing that I have that I can do because I have a certain class, paladin, that I've never used before, and I'm like, where the fuck is it?
What is the
Divine
ability that
Smite
you're
is the
thinking?
word, the phrase that I am looking for. Can I use Divine Smite?
Divine Smite. Yes, you can, but because you did not call Divine Smite beforehand, it doesn't benefit from the critical, but you can still do it.
That's fine. I'll expend one first level slot to add 2d8 extra damage.
That's radiant damage, right?
Yes, and we know that they take less radiant damage.
They are resistant.
I'll use a second level slot for that.
Okay.
So that'll be 3d8.
Give it a roll.
13.
Alright, 13 radiant, so 6 additional damage. Excellent. Yeah, as you smash it with the sword, it's hurt bad. There's blood in the snow, and you've cut open part of its body. And you can green fluid leaking out.
That did not use my any action economy, right, though?
Divine Smite, I do not believe requires any extra actions.
Okay, so I still have a bonus action. After you do damage with your Divine Smite feature, I will use Channel Divinity Inspiring Smite, and I will give some temporary hit points to, I believe only Somsels within 30 feet, but I'll give Somsels some additional hit points. It's 2d8 plus 6.
Excellent. Yeah, give that.
So please
Nice.
take those 8 temporary hit points. Thank you.
8 temporary
Somsel.
hit points for Somsel.
Samsel's never felt more energized in her life.
It's better than nothing, I guess.
Capeth begrudgingly offers the smallest amount of temp HP. Alright, I give you a little.
Beth gives Samson an ace bandage.
That, I mean, I guess I could
Suck it
have
up,
chucked a
Buttercup.
healing potion at her head, but you know, here we are. That's my turn.
Alright, so Kabeth was the last player of the evening. It looks as though you have greatly turned the tide of this battle, and are almost certain to be victorious in this skirmish, but farther up the hill, not here yet, that contingent that was led astray by the decoy, you can see it starting to come over the hill, approaching the battle. Alright, and that's where we'll end for tonight. Really good job.
Definitely, that's the best battle ever.
Very good moments.
Yeah.
All right, good night, folks.
Good night.
Good night. Great work.
Good night.
That was a fun one.
My concern is I am starting to run out of arrows. I need to have more.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm doing great. Espen's at the top of his fucking game.
He's just
That's
tanking
so-
around. Kabeth is crushing it. No, we're all good.
Allie, you experienced that exact phenomenon that I had when I played every other version of a cleric. I guess this is only other one, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna try to heal people, and invariably my war cleric would roll the worst possible dice, and so I mean, it was way before we had house rules to add anything to it, so it would be like 4 points of healing.
Just a sludge cleric.
Your god's like, nah, I did not give you power to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
You're supposed to fucking smile.
It was so thematic for the war cleric. The god was like, nah, that's not what we're about, buddy.
It's interesting. I mean, I might mathematically be wrong, but my intuition makes me feel like unless someone has Beacon of Hope on them, like healing them in combat based D&D rules is like almost not worth it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's basically
yeah.
healing is good to take people out of unconscious.
yeah, you play that that weird pop-up game where it's like, oh, they're down, oh, they're back up, oh, they're down, oh, they're back up.
Weeble wobble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I understand is like the best use of heal, or the best use of your action for healing is that.
Yeah, the rules sort of incentivize it. A thing that I might add back in is because we have so much bonus healing, is having negative hit points. So if you get breath weapon when you're at 5, like you have to heal up all the way out of that.
Makes sense.
How does that affect? Does that affect death saving throws at all?
Being in negative is probably what will trigger you having to make a death saving throw. And so if you pass them, it'll just pop you back up to 1. But you can't just be like healing word out of it.
Ooh, that would have interesting implications with Spare the Dying.
It would make Spare the Dying much more valuable.
Yeah.
Would it basically just put them at 0 then?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, necromancy.
For cheap.
Yeah.
Cantrip.
Or that would be really strong, wouldn't it? Or it might. What it might do is I might make it give them a pass on a death saving throw. Right?
No. I like the idea because you're breaking the law to do something. I like it. It's super powerful, but taboo.
It's also pretty niche, I feel like. Although maybe I just think that because we haven't gone down very much.
It's a touch cantrip though, right?
So
that's less useful in battle.
That's true.
Well, that was really fun. I will see you all next week. I'm out. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Say
I-
bye.
Good night.
Adios.